If you've been on Instagram lately, you might have seen people saying, comment the word X below, and I will send you a link to my free workshop, to my new freebie, to my program, whatever it might be. And you might be wondering, how are people automatically sending me a message in my DMs when I comment a certain word? Now, they are likely using the program Manychat, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up and use Manychat so that when somebody comments on your post on Instagram, they will automatically get a message in their DMs, and you didn't have to do anything. You just had to set it up once, and it is working and running for you. So let's actually go ahead, jump on the computer now, set up Manychat, and get you started with using this automation feature in your business. So you're going to go to manychat.com, and the first thing you're going to look at is the product section. I just wanted to show you that you can use this for much more than just Instagram. Although this video is going to be about Instagram specific, you can also use this for WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, texting your customers, different integrations for different tools. And the other thing is that you can use this for free. There are some limitations when it comes to the free plan. So I myself have upgraded to the pro plan so I can use all of the advanced pro features. But when you're just getting started out, definitely get started with the free plan. So what you're going to do is click Get Started. And then we're going to choose Instagram for now because this is the main platform we're going to be using for this video. And then you're going to have to link up your Facebook account here. So you're going to go through and actually follow these prompts. All right, so once you sign up, you're just going to sign into your Manychat account, and this is going to be your home dashboard. Now I'm going to show you how to create your first automation within Manychat. So we're going to have to go over to this automation section here, and you'll actually see that I already have some automations that have been in place. So here's an example of how I've been using Manychat in my own business. I have an Instagram reel here. I'm promoting a blogging workshop that was upcoming in my business. So you'll see here at the end of my Instagram caption, I say, if this sounds like results you're interested in, comment blog workshop below, and I'll send you info and a discount code for my upcoming blogging workshop. And you'll see here all the people that commented blog workshop, and then underneath there will be replies where I've actually added these replies right into Manychat, and they are being automatically added every time somebody writes a comment. So something like sending you info about the blogging workshop now, or you can customize this to sound like your brand voice and how you would talk to your customers. So this can be all personalized to really sound like your business. It's not gonna sound like an automated bot doing the work for you, although this is all happening automated for you through Manychat. So now that you've seen the automation in action on Instagram, let's set up your first Manychat automation. So what I like to do is actually click New Automation. And there are going to be some recommended preset templates here, like using Instagram stories to get leads, showing off your site to new visitors, building an email list through DMs on Instagram. So you can go and find a template that works best for you, but I actually like to just say start from scratch. Now, Manychat is going to be made up of two different triggers. When XYZ happens, do XYZ. So for example, when somebody comments on your Instagram post, send them a message through Instagram DM saying whatever it is you want to say. So there are two parts to this automation, and there are different triggers happening. So we're going to set up the first trigger. So we're going to click New Trigger, and we're going to choose what the action is here. So you can say when user clicks on an Instagram ad, this is a pro feature. When user comments on your post or your reel, user replies to your story, clicks on a referral link, so on. What I'm going to be teaching you here is when user comments on your post or your reel. So this is exactly what I showed you in my own business, what I've been using it for. So hopefully once you learn this, you can also have success setting up this type of automation. The next thing you're going to have to choose is which post or reel do you want this automation to show up on. Now, you can click specific post or reel and then select publication. And any post that you've already put on your Instagram feed, whether that's a post or a reel, will show up here in this list. So if you want to set up this automation for an old post, you can do that. But moving forward, let's say it's the post that you're putting out tomorrow, what you're going to have to do on the free plan is actually wait until that post has been posted, come back into Manychat, set up this automation, and then find the post, select it as the one that you're going to be using. because you can only choose for this automation to happen on your next post or reel if you're on the pro plan. And so to get around this and be using the free plan, you're gonna have to post first and then come back here and select the specific one. And then the next thing you're gonna do, we are going to choose how this automation is working. So instead of choosing this first option here, we're actually going to click down and say when someone's comment contains specific words. And this is where we're going to pull in that feature of comment X word below to get access to the free resource or whatever it is you want to share. So let's say, for example, I already talked about my blog workshop. So I might say comment blog workshop below. And what we'll have to do here is add in that keyword. So here we'd add in blog workshop. But what I'd also recommend doing is adding variations of this word, because someone might just type it like this, blog workshop with a space. They might also say just blog. They might also just say workshop. So we want to have enough variations here where if they don't write it in that exact way, they're still going to get access to this thing. And then we're going to say public auto response and feed. We're going to click this on because every time somebody writes a comment saying blog workshop, we want to respond with a comment. Now you don't have to do this, but I think it's best practice that every time somebody leaves a comment, we are responding and letting them know that they can get access to this resource inside of their DMs. So this is where you'll add in your personalized comments. So you can write in here whatever matches your brand voice and how you would want to respond to your audience. And you can just write in as many as you want here. I usually put about 4 different ones so that each person isn't getting the exact same response and there's a variation here. So once you have all of your auto responses set up, you're going to click save. And if for some reason this doesn't save, it might be because you haven't selected which post you want this comment to go on. So what I recommend doing is just keep this automation in edit mode. And when you have posted, come back in here, select that specific post, and then put this automation live. So again, if you run into trouble, that might be the issue. And now we're going to set up step 2 of this automation. So we're going to click on Instagram send message. And this is where we're going to type the message that is going to be sent to this person in their DMs when they comment that specific word on your post. So as this is for a blogging workshop, I might respond something like, hey, thank you so much for your interest in the blogging workshop. Here is a link to learn more and a code for $20 off. And then you could put the code in there. The next thing you want to do is click this button part and add a button. We want to put a button title. So you could say something like click here, or you could always put the title of whatever the free resource is that you're sending them to. This only allows you to put a certain amount of text in here, so you have to keep this short. But let's just say click here for the sake of this. And then you can send them to a different place in Instagram, but I like to send them right to a website link. So I'm going to click open website. And then when they basically click this button, I'm going to put the URL of the website and then I say done. And now the automation is set. So when a user comments on a post or a reel, and again, we might have to come in here and select the specific post after we've posted it, then an automatic direct message is going to be sent with the message text that we've set up and the link for someone to click to learn more. Now, once this is all set up correctly, we're going to say set live, and we're going to see here that the trigger was activated so that when somebody goes and comments on this specific post, this message is going to be sent. So yes, we have this set up correctly and your first Manychat automation is ready to go. Now, I like to go in and actually rename my automation so that they don't get confusing when I have many different ones set up. So maybe you would name this for whatever call to action you were giving, for example, blogging workshop, or you can name it based on the Instagram post name, whatever you want, just to differentiate for yourself so you know which Manychat automations are actually converting really well. You will be able to see here how many times people have commented and what a click-through rate is, so you can actually see if your Manychat automations are converting as well. So that is the basic way I like to use Manychat automation. There are so many exciting ways you can use it in your business. I think give it a try, see if you like having this bot automation working for you. I know that it's been really nice. I've seen a bigger conversion of people commenting on my posts, clicking through my links, and actually in some cases purchasing my offers. So it's been working really, really well. It is still new, and I feel like Manychat is going to get more popular, especially in 2024. So I definitely recommend trying this out in your business and seeing if it's working, starting out with that free plan and upgrading to the pro plan when you need those extra features. There you have it. Those are the exact steps that you need to take to set up Manychat in your business. Comment below and let me know if you're going to try this out and if you've had success with implementing Manychat in your business.